Hello everybody, want to welcome you to the Silicon Sounds YouTube channel, audio for the rest of us. Want to show a new product that just came in and wanted to do my first unboxing video for the channel. The new Blon Maxx. This is a dual dynamic driver earphone with a very interesting form factor. And I thought I'd give you a quick unboxing. If you've ever dealt with Blon before, and my first introduction to Blon, as many others, was the Blon 03. Which we can pretty much call a legend. The boxing is somewhat similar. They've changed a bit, like the little blue colors on the top. Still quite basic. Here they tell you the color. I have one with without the mic, and it says it's the light color. So nothing much here on the outside of the box. The box is very sturdy, and let's open it up and see what we're greeted with. And you're seeing this as I'm seeing it. Wow. So we look inside, we can see the earphones directly. They are a very oblong oval shape. The Blon Maxx right here. Best possible music experience, so they say. So let's open the box a little bit further. It's two sections. We can take out this section at the bottom. Let's move that out. Very plain packaging. We'll come back to this in a minute. Let's just make some space. Blon Maxx, very plain white box. I would expect that the cable and the tips would be inside, and of course that's what we see. We see a very nice pouch, which is actually larger. It seems like they've increased the size. It's like a burlap material, but I like it quite a bit. Seems like it's larger than the ones that came with the Blon 03 and potentially 05, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. People will correct me on that. So let's set that aside. Here we have the cable, which immediately is a definite upgrade to what I had with the 03. People who own the 05, you can tell me it's still a little thin, but it feels from the stiffness of it and the way that it's trying to open on its own that it won't tangle as quickly. It is a 2-pin cable with the recessed connectors a la KZ. QDC, I believe these are called. Once again, people can correct me. Means it can't be used with a whole lot of other earphones, but we're going to definitely use these to try out the Blon 03. The cable, if you can see, it's a very thin, probably silver-coated copper. Very basic, but definitely a step above. Nothing to write home about, but still better than what I've seen in other releases from Blon. In particular, releases from KZ, the lower end. So here we have the booklet, which nobody reads, talk about how to insert it in your ear, which actually might go a long way in people having to actually refer to this, given the shape of the IEMs, and we'll set that aside. Then we have sets of tips. One thing about Blon, never was really impressed with the quality of the tips they include, and it looks like these might be ones that I will not be using. Good though that it has tips that are included. It's a good plus. Of course, tips are probably already installed on the earphones themselves. So let's set that aside and let's look at the earphones themselves. Here we have, comes out quite easily. Basic box, put that away. And here we have the Blon Maxx. Interesting shape. Oh, doesn't come through, so we'll have to either pull them out or push them out from the bottom, which we will. And now you can see the shape. It's very particular. There we have the 2-pin recess connector. Interesting. These tips will not work for me, I can tell already. But then again, tips are something that you change. If you've been in this game for any length of time, you probably have a whole bunch of tips and probably cables as well. It's quite weighty. It's metal construction. The construction and the build quality out of the box, at least the haptic is very good. We can see, if you look carefully right there, you'll see a base, a vent. Pretty sizable vent, if you can see that in the video. Hopefully you can. We see it's a 2-pin connector. Very weighty in the hand. Pretty nice feeling, actually. If you take the tip off and we look, there's the filter, very fine mesh filter, it seems, from the get-go. Once again, I'm seeing this as you're seeing this. So, very, very interesting. I'm going to put that down. Let's take out the other one. Sorry if there was a little hiccup in the video. And here it comes out. Take off these tips. And you look, the construction is very good. I mean, the haptic, the feeling in the hand is excellent. Now, will it sound? And they are quite heavy, actually, relatively speaking, compared to, just for example, the KZZAS, which I have right here on hand, which are considered larger size of medium. Even though on this side it might look like the Blonds may be a little bit bigger. Let me just put one down. We can see that in terms of thickness and just bulkiness, the KZ is definitely more bulky all around, but the KZ fits very well. And that's for an upcoming video, by the way. Video, and also on the blog, this will be released this weekend, the review. So there you have it, the unboxing. Let's put everything together. So we have the earphones, we have tips, we have the cable, which I will be happy to give a try to as well. And this very nice pouch. And we have the instruction manual, which almost nobody reads, if anybody. So there you have it, quick unboxing, Blon Maxx. Keep an eye out for the detailed review in and on our blog. Also, this will be posted in our YouTube channel, and keep an eye on the Instagram page as well. Thanks a lot, and subscribe if you please, and also on our other sources of media outlet, being Instagram and of course our blog. See you soon. Enjoy. It's all about the music. Just want to leave all of you with a few quick first impressions of the Blon Maxx in terms of sound quality. I've substituted one of my favorite tips, which is the Final Audio Clear. This is the 2020 version. I'm using the cable, which is kind of stringy, but it works. The stock cable. Upon listening to this for the first time, it's unmistakably Blon. If you've listened to the BLO3, the Maxx is reminiscent of the BLO3 with respect to the tuning. It is mid-bass centric in a way. Well, mid-bass emphasized. It does have deep sub-bass as well. Mid-range is there as well. Has a certain thickness to it. Basically a thickness overall. I've only tried it quickly with a few dongles, the first of which was one that's called the Abigail, and I found that it unfortunately thickened it even more, and I had to switch to Yavani, which worked very well with it, which brought out some of the treble energy which initially was lacking. Definitely not a detail monster, more of a comfortable, warm kind of presentation. That being said, I will put it on burn-in. Yes, I'm one of those people who actually do burn-in, and I'll take it from there, but it's unmistakably Blon. I'd have to pull out an 03, which I sold a long time ago, but it's coming against some really stiff competition. The Richo SG01, probably one of my favorites in that price range, absolutely. Of course, the HZ Sound Heart Mirror. This has a completely different tuning to that one. In terms of details, I am someone who enjoys a detailed presentation as long as it doesn't become too clinical. I'll say that the Blon Maxx is middling in that regard, but then again, I need more time. This is just out of the box, so take everything I'm saying now with a large grain of salt. When I have some more time, tip rolling, cable rolling, and use better sources to power it, I'll have a better understanding of what that sound really is. So I'm going to leave you with that for the quick unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care and continue to check on Silicon Sounds audio for the rest of us.